Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, therefore I apologise in advance if I stumble over my words going forwards, and indeed if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well. If there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it can't be helped, and hopefully it's not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision related video here on my channel, specifically the Junior Eurovision Song Contest, because tomorrow, at the time of recording this video, tomorrow will be the 29th of November, a Sunday, the 18th edition of the JESC is scheduled to take place at the TVP headquarters in the capital city of Poland, Warsaw. 12 nations will take to the stage, if you will, and we will find out our new winner. Will it be Poland for the third year in succession, or will there be a new name on the JESC trophy, if you like? I made a video about Junior Eurovision very recently. Feel free to watch that if you so wish, where I talked about the songs in a fair bit of depth and gave you my prediction as to what will happen. My prediction has actually slightly changed, because now we have seen online all of the country's rehearsal clips. They're only about 10-15 seconds long, if that, but there is a compilation on the official Junior Eurovision YouTube channel which I've seen, and I'm about to go through again to make sure I don't forget any points that I want to raise. So yeah, my prediction has slightly changed, and I want to talk about that, and I also want to talk about what I thought about the rehearsal footage that we have now seen online. As always, feel free to let me know your thoughts, and there will be links, as always, in the description to my other social media pages. So song 1 is Germany. I'm just going to watch the clip here. Susan is in a black outfit with a sort of grey skirt. The performance, I thought the rehearsal here wasn't bad at all. Some countries seem to be relying a lot on playback, the backing vocals, whatever you want to call it. Certainly it seems that way to me. Feel free to let me know what your thoughts are on that. France in particular, I thought it was quite noticeable. But anyway, here we've got warm tones, we've got sort of oranges, browns, reds. On the backing screen, we've got this sort of wooded scene with black silhouettes. We've got spiky tree-like light-up structures either side of the small circular stage that Susan is performing on, plus we've got some lights on the floor in front of her as well. The vocals really aren't too bad. There's some hand movements, but it's not over the top. It looks quite nice, and I really don't mind this song at all, but the fact it's on first, it doesn't leave much of an impression. It's a very safe debut entry from the Germans. As I've put in my blog post, which you can read if you so wish, link in the description, I've put 2 spiky light-up structures are either side of the small stage. Another version of the structure is splayed out just in front of where Susan sings. There's a warm colour scheme, very simple choreography if you want to call it that, and I've put on first means this middling entry may struggle, though with fans able to vote for their own nations, Germany is unlikely to be very close to the bottom in the end. I thought this was solid stuff. Very pleasant. Now next up's Kazakhstan. This is Karaka Bashanova with Forever. This for me was the best rehearsal clip of the bunch. It looks and sounds like a winner already. I've put here that it's a simple, lovely ballad that appears quite dramatic. It narrowly won the Kazakh national final many weeks back. Much emphasis on the staging. We've got Karakat here in this large white dress with wings on her back. It's very Elena Nechaeva, Estonia 2018 in Lisbon in the grown-up contest, if you see what I mean. Not quite the same, but sort of in that vein. And the vocals are great. They've gone for this sort of cosmos starry effect on the backdrop. We've got this special effect star above Karakat's head. It's absolutely beautiful, and you've also got these sort of rock-like structures around the back of the stage as well. It's really, really beautiful. It's really well done. And I said in my previous video, I think, that I didn't believe Kazakhstan were going to win, and I didn't think Kazakhstan were going to seriously push for the win. But now This is absolutely a contender. The only thing that is maybe stopping it from being victorious tomorrow night is the fact that it is on so early in the running order. But everything else is working absolutely on the money. I like this song more every time I hear it. Yeah, wonderful. She looks so confident as well. Very Broadway, West End musical in my opinion. But that's not a bad thing. Wonderful. Wonderful. That could be our winner. And if it was on later in the running order, I'd almost be sitting here saying that it's a shoo-in for the win. Next up's the Netherlands, which is still my personal favourite of the year. This is the girl group Unity with Best Friends. And I've put here, it's a charming, uplifting pop track which is utterly suitable for this contest. It's just pure fun, very likeable, nothing too gloomy or dark or really mature. It's just right. Absolutely bang on the money once again. The national final performance was in the Ahoy, which would have been the venue used for the grown-up contest earlier in the year. There's choreography, but it's not too over the top. It's quite simplistic. It's catchy. It's colourful. We've got doors on stage, similar to what we had in that national final performance in Rotterdam. Each of the girls is in a different coloured outfit. So we've got purple, orange, gold, and blue. We've got sort of cartoon images of the group on the backdrop, and we've got this earth shape and clouds and blue and purple tones. It's really working very nicely. The vocals don't seem too bad either. They're performing with smiles on their faces. Da 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 ba da ba da ba 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 da da da. Oh yeah, this is just really cute, really sweet. But again, it's on early, and that might be its downfall. Not quite strong enough to win, in my opinion. But the Netherlands do seem to do quite well in the public vote, the online vote, year after year. Next up is Serbia. This is Petar Anicic with Heartbeat. I've put here a rather bland, light pop number, almost a diluted Justin Bieber. You know, it's sort of going that way, if you see what I mean. He's wearing a very intriguing outfit. It's a suit, which I've described as being like zebra print, but it's red and white. It's not the most attractive outfit he could have gone for. He could have chosen, but there we are. It's quite static. He's just sort of swaying about on the spot. He will pretend to play the piano at the start. We've got this big red ball on the backdrop with silvery patterns on it and this fire-like effect as well. It does look quite nice. This then changes to a sort of more Arctic-looking globe. I mean, the song's fine, but it's very middle of the road. It doesn't stand out nearly enough. Points may be hard to come by. Maybe if Montenegro was still involved, Slovenia, countries like that from the Balkan regions, Serbia, more points would be pouring in. I just don't see it happening tomorrow night. Remember that the juries vote this evening, the 28th of November. That's 50% of the votes cast tonight. Belarus are next. This is a serious contender. Alina Petreva with Aliens. She's wearing an outfit very similar to the music video, this sort of long, greyish coat, if you want to call it that. Interesting microphone. We've got another globe on the backing screen. Another starry sky, spacey effect. And then this sort of big bang, swirling patterns. The vocals are great. Really great. Very confident performance. You can't really judge it too much on that rehearsal clip because it's so short and we're not really seeing too much of the song at all. But I thought it was really nice. I've put here a stirring, powerful, quite mature song that holds the viewer's attention. A swirling Big Bang effect is seen on the backing screen. She's wearing an outfit similar to the music video. Should the jurors dislike Spain a lot, France underperform, and Kazakhstan not garner enough support from the public, Belarus could be our winner. Otherwise, top 5 is a more realistic outcome. Next up, that's a good song though, it really is. It's surprising to me that Belarus hasn't won this contest more, actually, thinking about the songs that they've had in the past. Poland's next, and you must forgive me because this video for some reason is very, very slow indeed. But anyway, Poland's rehearsal I thought was very strong indeed. Ala Trach with I'll Be Standing. She's only 10, she's a good singer. The revamp, in my opinion, made this song a lot stronger. It's an uplifting pop track with a pulsating, catchy hook. There are neon red shapes on the screens behind her, as well as images of dancers. She's going to be on stage with a bunch of dancers as well, one of whom is dressed as a cheerleader. This is very uplifting, it's fun, it's happy, and Ala really nails the vocals. What else is there to say? Will it be a third win in a row? I'm still not too sure about that. We really will see tomorrow night if voting for your own country skews it in certain countries' favour every year. More than likely going to win, I would say, the online vote, but the juries, they might not be so hot on this. Top 5, if not top 3, but probably not the winner. Anyway, song 7 is Georgia. Dear oh dear, I don't know why this is so slow. But anyway, Georgia are represented by Sandra Gedelia with You Are Not Alone. This is a big, big ballad. And I thought the rehearsal clip was very interesting. I was expecting it to be a lot more plain, almost. But actually, there's quite a lot going on. Flowers seem to be a big part of this performance. No country has won JESC more times than Georgia. It's a bog-standard power ballad. One of the youngest singers involved this year. She won the Ranina show that there was in Georgia earlier in the year, and yeah, it's a very solid rehearsal. What else is there to say? She's wearing an outfit which has got flowers on it, and you've got this really almost messy, chaotic pattern of swirls and flowers whizzing around on the backing screen behind her. It really is not a bad rehearsal at all. And I really must apologise here. I don't know what's going on. The video and my blog post seem to have frozen here, which is very frustrating indeed. But yeah, Georgia. Wonderful stuff. Not quite strong enough to win. Very much all about the vocals. We'll see what happens there. Anyway, I can't look at my blog post now, so I'm going to have to go on this. So after Georgia is Malta. This is Chasing Sunsets by Chanel Monseigneur. Very static rehearsal. She's in a red dress. Quite a few artists in red outfits this year. And the vocals are great. The backdrop essentially shows clips from the music video, this sort of animated story. Some people really do love this, but Malta tend to struggle in the online vote. It's the same in the grown-up contest as well. So I do see Malta finishing right near the bottom, it has to be said. A real shame. Can't say much more else than that. Why has this frozen? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. How utterly frustrating. Anyway, Russia's next. I thought this was absolutely top-notch. Russia have really boosted their chances with this entry and the rehearsal. My New Day, Mój Nowy Den by Sofia Feskova. What is there to say about this? Pale blue, the outfit, the dress that Sophia has gone for. Hang on a minute, I do believe it's coming back to me. Vocals, very good. Almost exactly like the studio version. But again, how much is she relying on the playback? A soaring, pleasant ditty I've written here. There's some smoke surrounding the stage, and there are firework effects visible towards the end as well. It's very uplifting, but it's also not wildly original, it has to be said. And I've not seen too many people really adore this. I've put here, Russia are powerhouses of JESC, though recent results haven't been quite as impressive. So mid-table, I think, is the more likely outcome. Let's get rid of that and let's move forwards. So yeah, Russia, it looks great and it sounds good, but it's not quite strong enough to win. Spain then, Palante, Move On by Soleil, who's 9 years of age. This is great. It's contemporary, it's fun, it's radio friendly, it's got that sort of Latin, sassy feel to it. Spain never finished outside the top 4, and I know they took many years away from JESC, but that's still a remarkable track record. She's wearing a sort of light blue frilled tracksuit type outfit, that's what I've typed up here. The choreography gives this performance more of an edgy feel, and if you have choreography like this, it just makes the song stick in your memory even more. Good slot in the running order as well, with only 12 nations participating. It's catchy, it's almost certainly on course for a top 3 finish, and Palante is seen by many fans as the one to beat. I've seen another rehearsal clip though, which essentially was the raw vocals by Soleil on stage, and they weren't great. However, in the more polished broadcast version, shall we say, they seemed a bit stronger. Yeah, she's got backing dancers here in black outfits. Should say that Sandra for Georgia has backing dancers as well, all wearing masks. But yeah, we've got this sort of futuristic red and white pattern on the backdrop. Oh, yeah, it's very catchy. And she looks very confident for somebody so young. The only issue here, and I do think it is the only issue, is that the juries might not be so keen on this. The public will love this. There will be many points for Spain in the online vote this year. But will the juries appreciate it quite as much? I don't know. If Spain don't win, it might well be the juries that let them down, and that might be the only thing. Anyway, good stuff. Ukraine next. I don't really know what to make of this. I thought it was one of the weaker rehearsals, but still not bad at all. This is Alexander Balabanov with Vid Krivé open up. I've said this before, I'll say it again. It's a jazzy lounge bar type number performed well by a charismatic young musician. That's what I've put here. He's 14. In the rehearsal clip, which I'm just about to watch again, he's holding a light up ball. There's a purple streak directly behind him on the backdrop, and then this becomes a sort of futuristic Tron, if you've seen that movie, Tron type backdrop. He's wearing a sort of cream coloured jacket and trousers. It's so unlike anything else this year, and pretty much unlike anything we've ever had in JESC before. He sings very well. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that note there, but otherwise the vocals really aren't too bad. Sandwiched between two big hitters, though, will Ukraine be forgotten about? I would say yes, but we'll see. And then France, closing this year's JESC. They've gone for this sort of Katy Perry, California Girls, candy explosion type backdrop. We've got a donut, a rainbow, lollipops. Valentina herself singing really well, but I said earlier, this to me seems as though it's relying very heavily on the playback. Then again, I don't really know. She's wearing a bright pink dress and a sort of little jacket over the top. There's dancers on stage. The floor is bright yellow here. The choreography is a bit distracting. I mean, that guy, or is it a girl, spinning on their head. It's very sweet. It really is. It would be a lovely winner. It really would. But I think France might just miss out again, in all honesty. She's from Brittany, she's 11 years old. One too many la la las, but this is a minor quibble. Too reliant on the playback question mark I've put here. She's smiling away. It's perfect for Junior Eurovision. It's just right for the target audience, if you will. But I don't know. Maybe it's too sickly sweet. Maybe the juries will just prefer the more mature sounding entries. I don't really know. But the fact it's on last really boosts its chances. So my new prediction after that ginormous waffle in which my screen also froze a little bit. My prediction is this, going from bottom to top. It's changed ever so slightly. It won't change at all now. Last, Serbia. 11th, Malta. Then Ukraine. Number 9, Germany. Georgia 8. Russia 7. The Netherlands 6, Belarus 5, Poland 4, France 3, Kazakhstan 2, and Spain 1. I've predicted Spain to win the public vote, with Poland 2nd and France 3rd. And in the jury vote, I've predicted Kazakhstan to win it, with Belarus 2nd and France 3rd. Spain 4th in the jury vote. Last, with the public, Malta. Last, with the jury, Serbia. My ranking of the songs from bottom to top as of this moment in time is as follows. My number 12 is Ukraine, 11 Serbia, 10 Malta, 9 Georgia, 8 Russia, Germany 7, Kazakhstan 6, Belarus 5, Poland 4, Spain 3, France 2, Netherlands 1. So Unity, the girl group, with Best Friends is my personal winner. Feel free to leave your ranking of the songs in the comments down below. Do you think it will change much after tonight's broadcast? Anyway, that really is it. Much longer than I thought it was going to be, this video. But I'll be back with a review of this year's JESC, possibly tomorrow after the show. Certainly early next week otherwise. And apologies if the quality of this video was a bit iffy as well, can't be helped. But until next time, take care of yourselves. Who's going to win the 18th edition of Junior Eurovision? Bye for now.